It's the internet. You're busy. Let's do this. I'm Jeff Grab. I'm going to talk like this because my voice is shot. This is a Steam Deck. This is a quick video going over some bullet points I wanted to hit because my bigger video is going to take a little bit longer. I got a full review up on GameSpeed if you want to go read that there, though. Couple things. This is probably my favorite gaming PC ever made. I think it's one of the best gaming PCs ever made. It is not just a big Switch. You're going to hear a lot of comparisons about how, oh, this is so horrifyingly large. Isn't that scary? Doesn't that suck? And yeah, it's big. It doesn't fit in your pocket. And that's worth bringing up. But it's not a big Switch. It's a very tiny gaming PC. It is a minuscule gaming PC. And you have to keep that perspective because this is a full-fledged PC with a real operating system where I can boot into desktop mode. I can RetroArch right there on Steam. I can go in there and I'm going to play Wario Land for Virtual Boy. That is an option that is available to me because this is a PC and not a console. And it has everything that entails. On top of that, it has incredible battery life for being a mini PC and not a big phone, which is what the Switch is. The Switch is a big phone. This is mobile hardware blown up and sort of, extrapolated on. This is a real PC with a real x86 CPU and a full-fledged GPU shrunk down and put in here. It's got a fan because it's going to get warm, but it's efficient enough that even when it's doing that, even when you're playing something like Elden Ring, you're going to get nearly 2 hours. Elden Ring is optimized for shit. It's not optimized for PC at all. So the fact that you're going to get like an hour and a half to 2 hours if you choose to play Elden Ring on your handheld Steam Deck, that's incredible. That's really good. And then on the other end, if you play a game that is less demanding, you can get up to 6 to 8 hours. That's because there's just some super efficient hardware in here that is, again, worth praising. The biggest thing, though, is the biggest bullet point for me, and I'm sure I'm going to repeat a lot of these points in the review, in the video review that I'll end up doing. But the biggest point for me is just how good Valve's software is. The SteamOS layer that is on top of everything that it makes it so I never want to install Windows on this thing because, at first I was thinking I'll do that. I'll probably get slightly better performance. I'll get the full suite of options for installing whatever emulator I want. I kind of don't want to do that now because Valve has done such a good job of making sure that this is such a fantastic experience, kind of no matter where you are in the operating system. The controls are great. Whoever was complaining about the sticks being up here is just silly. Do you not understand how thumbs rest? Why do you want them down here? It's so comfortable. Then you also have the touchpad. You have touchscreen. You have all these input methods. And then at any time you can hit this quick settings button and bring up a whole suite of things. And I'll show this closer in the full review. But there's like this battery option here. It says 6 hours and 10 minutes of battery life left at 76% battery. So I know how much battery life I'm going to get here based on this. But then I could start going into my advanced options. And this brings up an overlay of like how the game is performing, things like that. Then I can go down to advanced view and see I can limit frame rate to 30 frames per second. That option is just right here, a button press away. If I was in Windows, that would not be the case. I can limit my thermal power draw. I can manually set the clock control of the GPU right there. I can jump between a bunch of different scaling filters, whether it's FSR, that's Fidelity FX, Super Resolution, something like that, or integer scaling or nearest. And there's reasons to use all of these. And again, it's about getting the most out of these games and your system and your battery. And it's all right there. And then maybe most importantly, it's like because it's such a good experience, I feel very intimately connected to this device where when I am playing games on the Steam Deck, it's right there on this gorgeous, crisp screen that isn't quite as good as a Switch OLED, but is right there with these incredible speakers that are very, very good, kind of mind-blowingly good. And the game's just right there, right in front of my face. And yeah, Elden Ring is running at about 45 to 55 frames per second on here, on the settings I'm using at the resolution of 1280 by 800. But it's running well enough that I love having it just right here, right in front of my face, when I could just kind of pull this out. If I'm on the beanbag after a long day, I don't have to like try to like get comfortable with a gaming laptop. I don't have to try to fight for the TV to play on the television. I don't have to go hide away in the basement in my office like I have been all day to keep playing my games. I could just bring this right up to my face, play these games, have this really intimate experience, this connection, because Valve's done such a good job of building its side of the relationship. Hey, we're going to do the work to make sure that you're happy, that you feel comfortable, that you feel good about playing games here. And then when you sit down to play the games, all you have to do is just enjoy them. And it's magic. It's magic. This thing's magic. It's going to get better in the future. I wouldn't wait, though. I'm so glad I pre-ordered one. This is how I'm going to be playing games. Period. From now on, this is how I'm playing games. I mean, this in the Switch. I mean, the Switch was already the kind of the previous thing, but this has God of War 2018. This has Elden Ring. I mean, it's got Cyberpunk, which works on here. I was playing Cyberpunk until the recent update broke it for me. This thing is magic. I am gonna be. I'm just so excited about it. This is what I wanted gaming to be, and now it's here. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of the negatives. It's a little bit heavy. All right, full reviews coming soon. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go get some sleep. I'm beat.